Hey fam, welcome back to another video, welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. We made it, y'all. Happy Friday, we're back with another reaction. Before we get into this reaction, I just want to let you guys know I got a couple long clips on here. I think they're good, I enjoyed them. I got a 4-minute clip and then like a 2-minute clip, so I hope you guys are okay with that. And also let me know down below, are you guys okay with that? Are you okay? Because I get a lot of clips on here that I see, but they're like 5-6 minutes long, and I don't know if I want to put those on. Let me know if you guys would want me to put those on my videos and maybe have 30-40 minute videos. Not all of them, I try to make 20-minute videos, but maybe once in a while have a 30-40 minute long video, right? But let me know down below. But hey, I ain't gonna talk your ears off. Enough with the chit chat, let's just get into the reaction.
Have you guys heard about this yet? Newly deciphered manuscript is oldest written record of Jesus Christ's childhood, experts say. Yeah, I'm not trying to burst your bubble, but it's not what you think it is. By the way, whoever painted this did that baby dirty with that hairline. That papyrus that you just saw comes from the Infancy Gospel of Thomas, which is a well-known heretical book. For example, in this book, you have Jesus creating birds from clay. And in this book, you have Jesus unaliving a child and then raising him back to life to show how powerful he is. And lastly, the funniest one is that Jesus spoke as a baby, like full sentences. So now that we know it's a heretical book, why is this information important? Well, it just so happens that in the Quran it says this: you created from clay something in the shape of a bird, then you blew on it and it became a bird by my leaf. It also says this in the Quran: you spoke to people while you were still in the cradle and when you grew to middle age. So yes, this is where Muhammad stole his information from, or at least an example of it. By the way, they are dating this papyrus to around the 5th century, so this would have been a couple hundred years before Muhammad came to life. So yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Want to come down a rabbit hole with me? If you haven't heard, right now in eastern Idaho, 500,000 acres of farmland is without the use of water. This happened on May 30th when the Department of Water Resources ordered 6,400 groundwater users to shut off their water. They're saying it's due to a predicted yearly shortfall and to non-compliance to mitigations. But this is 500,000 acres of farmland. That's our food supply. And Idaho farmers are asking for our help. They are asking that we call the governor and let him know that water curtailment is not the answer. Here's where the rabbit hole comes in. Buckle up. And again, I am nobody. I'm just an American. These videos are for entertainment purposes only, and none of this is my opinion. Here are some facts that can be found with an internet search. There's a company called Jervis operating out of Salmon, Idaho. This is a $150 million facility that was then given an additional $15 million from the Department of Defense. And as of June 2024, today, now, they've been given the green light to operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they're mining for cobalt. Cobalt's used for lithium batteries, and they need to use a lot of water to do so. But that's been known. There were numerous articles warning about this situation. It's known that the extraction process leads to water scarcity, and that water curtailment order came 1 day prior to that company getting the green light to mine 24/7. But remember, lithium is used for the batteries in our phones, the batteries in electric cars, and for military infrastructure. So do with that information what you will. But the farmers, they're simply asking that we call and let the governor know that water curtailment is not the answer.
Whitney Cummings is here, and Whitney Cummings 2. What do you call her?
What's your name?
What's your name?
She's like a little kid. She just repeats her name.
Like his other comedy albums, which typically mix songs with non-musical.
She's talking about Adam Sandler.
What's
Oh.
your name?
She's broken.
Don't know why. She heard
That's
us.
his album name from
She's like
the
Siri.
90s.
Oh, What's Your Name was a comedy album of Adam
yeah,
Sandler's.
Oh.
So she started rambling about it. She really wants to chime in.
So you never gave her a name?
Her name's Bear Claw.
Whoa.
Because I have
Hey,
this.
Bear Claw.
Can you say hi?
Of course I can say that. Hi.
People are like listening to this going, what in the fuck is going on here?
Do not smoke weed and watch this episode.
What is here is when it's people that are just listening. If you're just listening, you probably should stop this and go to YouTube and watch the YouTube version, because Whitney brought a robot that they made for her recent comedy special, which is called Can I Touch It? It's out right now on Netflix. and they made
One, cut all the Tesla charging cables. You would think that it's a protest or some symbol of activism, but it's not. It's the Bay Area. These things have a load of copper in them.
Killing the copper.
Great actor, great guy, broken brain. All-time actor, one of the greatest to ever do it. But he goes on Bill Maher and just demonstrates that Trump just breaks brains. And maybe he breaks like a lot of them. It's not just Robert De Niro. He breaks many brains. But here's the clip. Robert De Niro on Bill Maher last night, and the boogeyman is coming, apparently.
It can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine.
I get it in the comments all the time. People legitimately hate Donald Trump. I get it. But the thing about Donald Trump is he just loves power. I don't necessarily think he loves taking away power from people like Robert De Niro or taking away Bill Maher's job. Come on, Bill Maher's not going to lose his job over this. It just makes no sense. The only thing Donald Trump cares about is that he has power, popularity, and he's in the headlines. There's no such thing as a bad headline to Donald Trump. There's no such thing. So if he becomes president, I'm not concerned. If Biden stays as president, I'm not concerned. I am concerned about the government coming after my TikTok, though. That I'm concerned about.
LA is a fucking toxic, poisonous place.
Horrible.
All I gotta say is that people around me are getting affected by LA, and that's what's making me want to get the fuck out of here even quicker. This is the hell of Earth. I swear to God.
It's weird because it's a hell that's like, it's a hell disguised as like an amusement park. It's like, tick, 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 psych.
A lot. And those people saying that are the ones getting millions and millions of views, while us people down in Earth are struggling to get views. So we got to go to LA, sell our soul, be miserable. All the people around us are miserable, so we can collaborate with these celebrities and get millions and millions of views. But yet they're miserable. I'll take my 10,000 views with my CaveFam. I'll take that all day.
A lot of people think that we are in end times. And as much as you've explored the Bible, are you seeing any symbolic, any symbolism that we are in end times?
The end times in the book of Revelation are always with us. Life is characterized by apocalypse, right? It's built into the structure of life. No matter what you produce, it's going to come to an end, right? There's cataclysm everywhere, always. Are we in end times? Things are moving very quickly around us, right? Quick in an unparalleled manner. And so the contours of the mythological world are becoming clearer. Are we in end times? There's no difference between end times and times of rapid technological transformation. Could that go terribly wrong? Yes. Could it go extremely well? Yes. How will it go extremely well? If we become as wise as we are technologically proficient. That's what I'm attempting to communicate.
What do you guys think of all these end time theories? Right? I think every day is the end of times. People pass away every day, right? That's their end of times. That's their judgment day. Every single day, every second of every day, someone's having their end of times, having their judgment day. Now, is it going to happen globally where all of us, right? Born alone, die alone, right? That's my little theory. Every day of every second of every hour, every minute is judgment day and the end of times.
I think everybody in the highway right now.
It does look like a blimp. Even got lights. That's a blimp.
Pointed it right at him. And now he's turning.
Oh, he's got the laser on him.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, it just flashed.
Damn.
I'm lasering at him, and he's curving.
He's way out there in the desert. They ain't.
Get underneath here.
Damn. Dude's all riding a bike right there.
A real program that the CIA was running where they were experimenting with people with LSD to find out what LSD did. They wanted to know, can we use it to interrogate our enemies? Can we use it as a truth serum? Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, he was a part of the Harvard LSD studies.
He was a participant.
Yeah.
No
They
shit.
dosed that dude up with acid.
No shit.
Yeah, they dosed him up with acid. And then these guys that were running that program, they interacted with Manson. They interacted with him in prison. And they think that they might have been the people that were supplying him with the acid. He was using it to manipulate those kids. They taught him how to run a fucking cult when he was in prison, most likely. It's insane.
This music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream. And, you know, I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I sold my soul to the motherfucking devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. You know, and it's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this.
I don't believe anything coming from NASA. They faked the moon landing. Like, how could you trust anything they do? And then you look at all the space station bullshit. That's all green screen stuff. I mean, it's just.
Now, wait, you're saying that just like it's fact. There's going to be a lot of people, obviously, that push back on that.
Yeah. They just haven't looked into it. You know, I mean, when a CIA whistleblower who has nothing to do with flat Earth, has nothing to do with space is fake, nothing to do with that one. His name is Robert David Steele. He's dead now, but he was whistleblowing, and NASA came up and like he's not. You can find this on YouTube. Robert David Steele talking about NASA. He goes, "Oh, NASA's the biggest." This is what he said. He said NASA is just a money laundering machine. That's all it is. Because I mean, they get $19 billion a year, and what do they have to show for it? NASA spends more money on their fucking merchandising department than they do going to fucking space. Everybody walking around fucking NASA. If you're wearing a NASA t-shirt and it's not a parody, you're not making fun of it, man, they got you. You're in a fucking trance, dog. NASA's hilarious. International Space Station, been floating up there for 25 years, going 17,000 miles an hour. No video of them putting it up. How the fuck did you put it up there? It would just appeared. Oh, we got an International Space Station up there. We threw it up there last week. And they're going to crash it because they know they can't keep it going forever. Eventually, they got to say, oh, it crashed into the fucking Black Sea or some shit. Watch.
First things first, I'm going to tell you where the whole shit is wrong. When it comes to talent, that is a God-given gift. It doesn't belong to us. It was given to us from source. And guess what? It was given for free. Not one of us who are gifted on this planet have ever had to sign a contract with God for permission to use our gift.
Amen.
Ever. But you got to sign a whole lot of contracts with the devil.
Oh, shit.
Drill.
What's the fencing for?
Just some cases that are coming out soon.
That's what I thought. Is it the immunity one?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, they have gone ahead and put up this fencing. And it does encompass the entire Supreme Court. It does have this on the side too, so like cannot even come up into the grassy area. And it does go all the way around. And then on the other side, they kind of have more fencing. They're going to put on the other side of the road. Now we're not going to walk over there because I'm sorry, I'm really hurting today. But he just said that they got some cases coming out. And I'm wondering if one of those is the immunity case. Who knows? But they don't have anything over at the Capitol. This is it. It's just around the Supreme Court, so...
TikTok in 2020 was all pro-Biden shit. If you go on TikTok now, and by the way, this is why they want to ban it. They don't want to ban it because it's actually affiliated with China. They want to ban TikTok because all the black people and all the white people and all the Asian people and all the people are starting to put differences aside and realize that we have been played and they can't control it. And these people are used to control. That's their game. Their game isn't let's produce the best result for the people. Their game isn't let's do the best we can. Let's earn the respect of the people. Let's earn their admiration. That's not the game they're playing. The game they're playing is you're going to do what we say or fuck you.
President Biden is in trouble politically. He's polling right up there with fungal infections. Part of the reason for that is that he gave in to the loon wing of his party, and he dissolved the southern border. Now, 5 months before an election, he has to appear to be willing to do something about it, hence this executive order. And he expects you to report this epiphany that he has had. Take what the White House is telling you, balance it on your noses like trained seals, and report it uncritically. For 3 years, we have watched President Biden push on a door that has been clearly marked full. He's mismanaged Congress, COVID, the national debt, the economy, inflation, crime, Afghanistan, Iran, the war in Gaza, the war in Ukraine, and now, of course, the border. And every time, I think the president has hit rock bottom. He has managed to find a shovel and continue to dig. Hence, this executive order. And I think that's what the American people see. The first question I would ask President Biden is this. It's a little late, isn't it, Mr. President? It's a little late. You can't make this cat walk backwards. The president's border policies have allowed 8 million people to come into our country illegally. If you try to come into our country today legally, you are a sucker. You are a sucker. All you have to do is present yourself at the southern border. Now, for 3 years, President Biden told us all, there is no crisis at the southern border for reasons clearly stated on the teleprompter. And his plan to deal with the crisis at the border was to pretend that there wasn't a crisis at the border. Some of you reported that. Some of you didn't. Well, when the American people figured it out, because they may be poorer under President Biden, but they're not stupid. The Biden administration shifted its strategy. It then said, well, we know there's a crisis at the border, but we don't have any authority to fix it. That didn't work either, because the American people aren't cell deep stupid. So now he has decided to tell you that he has been born again. He has had an epiphany. He is now a border hawk. And that's what he wants you to report. Look, you can cut the hypocrisy with a knife. You know, I have seen the good side of politics, but I've also seen the dark side. I spent 25 years in the major leagues of Louisiana politics before I was sent down to the minors here in Washington. I have seen the good side, but I've seen the dark side. And this is one of the most cynical things that I have ever seen a politician attempt to do 5 months before an election. It is insulting. It is cheap. It is contemptuous. The American people see that. And I hope you do too.
What y'all think? All right, family, there you have it. Friday's upload, Friday's reaction. Hope everyone out there has a heck of a weekend. I'm getting closer to taking that long weekend getaway to beautiful Goodyear, Arizona. This is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Be safe out there, y'all. Later.